All right, let's solve this polynomial by graphing. Now, this is a nice one. You'll see a picture. You're given x plus 2, which gives you a negative 2 root, x minus 2 gives you a positive 2 root, and x minus 4 gives you a positive 4 root. And we want to know, where is this function greater than 0? Not greater than or equal to, but where is it greater than 0? So that means, where is it above the x-axis? And I'm highlighting those areas in yellow. The problem is, this is the only place that you look. But you have to give your answer in interval notation, which means they want to know, over what areas of the domain is this graph greater than 0? That's what they really want to know. For what values, when you plug in x, will you get a number that's positive? And those values occur between negative 2 and 2. So you do negative 2 to 2. Now, why am I putting it in a parenthesis and not a square brace? Because it says greater than, not greater than or equal to. Negative 2 and 2 is where it equals 0. We want to know where it's greater than. So you use a parenthesis, and you're going to unite that with from 4 to positive infinity. Because it's going to go on forever. And that's all you do. This one's a question of, can you see? I hope so. All right, last question. I got an email. Find all complex solutions for this equation. All right, we've got a rational equation here. So there are a couple of steps that we have to go through. The first one is, what are the restrictions? What are the domain values that are restricted from the domain that x cannot equal? That's the first thing that we got to figure out. So our restrictions, and again, forgive my handwriting, it's towards the end, you know. So our restrictions are that x cannot equal 5 or negative 5. So if we solve this problem and we get a 5 or a negative 5, or that's all we get, then we have no solution. So it's important to know what's restricted from our domain. After we do that, we need to find the least common denominator. Now, if we factor x squared minus 25, x minus 5, x plus 5. 9 times out of 10, the problems that you solve within this course, the factors are going to be the other factors. So if, there's something different, finally a challenge. But if not, your least common denominator is already given to you. And it is x plus 5 times x minus 5. Once you find the least common denominator, I want you to clear out the fractions. You're going to multiply both sides of your equation by x plus 5 times x minus 5. Let's do that right now. Okay? So if we multiply both sides of this equation by this least common denominator, it will clear the fractions. And you say, what? Yeah. Negative 9 divided by x minus 5. If we multiply it times x minus 5, x plus 5, guess what cancels out? The 1 in the denominator. And what's left? The 1 not in the denominator. So you get negative 9 times x plus 5. Who knew? Then with this negative 11, since it's minus negative 11, I'm going to go ahead and say plus 11. This is a place where folks get it wrong. Negative or negative is a positive. So that's positive 11, and it's going to get multiplied by what would be left in the denominator, from the denominator being canceled out, x minus 5. But you don't believe me, so let me show you. So that's minus 11. On the bottom, we've got x plus 5. And what's being multiplied is x plus 5 times x minus 5. And the x plus 5's cancel, leaving you with a negative, the opposite of 11, or positive 11 times x minus 5. And that's going to equal, well, on this side, everything cancels, just leaving you with the 8 on the top. Because the bottom is 2 binomials when you factor it all the way. All right, let's multiply through and combine like terms. 9x minus 45 plus 11x minus 55 equals 8. Negative 9x and 11x, if we put our like terms together, is 2x. Negative 45 and negative 55 is negative 100. And that equals 8. Bring this 8 over to the other side, and you've got 2x is equal to 108. Divide by 2, and x is equal to 54. And since 54 is neither 5 nor negative 5, we've got our solution as 54. And that's that. Well, I hope that that was helpful. Continue to review and do review everything. This is not the only thing you should study. And good luck on this and all your finals. I'll see you in the next part of our review session.